Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Unfiltered and Unstoppable podcast. I am your host, Just Before Dark, and today we are talking about the difference of being in action versus in motion. So, I actually learned this when I was reading the Atomic Habits book. That was my book I read 2 books ago. Actually, I just finished my Never Finished book by David Goggins, and I'd like to talk about that one a little bit today and a little bit tomorrow. But Atomic Habits, I read a couple weeks back, and there are a few things that still stick with me that I haven't even gotten a chance to talk about yet. And one of them is being this idea of in motion versus in action. And I want to say I am the worst at this. I am horrific. In fact, I never even realized it was something I was doing until Ryan read Atomic Habits first. And he's like, Jess, I think you need to hear this. Like, I'm going to hold your hand while I tell you this, sweetie, but you do this and you do this bad. So essentially, this idea of in motion is we as individuals want to feel accomplished. Like, right? You want to feel accomplished. You want to feel productive. You want to feel like you did something today. And a lot of us have ideas, have goals, and maybe even ideas of how to reach those goals. Like, we might know exactly what we need to do. And so what we do is we spend so much time speaking about it. Okay. Like, I want to do this. So in order to do that, I need to do A, B, and C. And in order to do A, I'm going to start by doing 1, 2, then 3, right? And so it feels very time consuming, like coming up with a plan essentially, and you feel really accomplished talking about it. But at the end of the day, you haven't done jack shit. You may have spent 2 hours talking about what you're going to do, but you have not done a fucking thing. And what happens is, we talked about this before too, of just like you plan, then you kind of get tired and then you like lose it. But I don't think enough of us are quite grasping how much of our lives we're spending in motion, that we're thinking through all these things that we're going to do without ever fucking doing them. We never do them. And yet we go to bed every night feeling accomplished because it's like, okay, I made a plan. I have a plan. I have this. And then tomorrow something will change. So now you have to change your plan again. You're like, oh, I never thought of that. Let me change this or let me do that. And you never take step 1. Like, you never ever fucking do it. And so it's this whole idea of like, stop fucking thinking about it. Shut up and just do it. And I'm here to tell you, I'm the worst. I am the worst. I'm a yapper. Yep. I'm a planner. I'll have my planner with my pen. I have a Notion app on my computer. I have a Google Calendar. I'll never forget this. This is so funny that I just remember this. When I first started social media full time, I quit my job. I spent hours on a Google Calendar that would say, I'm going to post a YouTube on this day, TikToks on this day, Instagram videos on this day, Instagram photos on this day, YouTube shorts on this day. I'm going to do podcasts on this day. And you know what fucking happened? You want to guess? I didn't do any of it. Not only did I not do anything, I didn't even follow the calendar for like 3 days. And so what happens is, a month and a half later, I have all these reoccurring things that don't fucking mean anything anymore because I'm not doing them. And I never did. But this idea of coming up with this elaborate plan felt so good. I felt like I accomplished so much. And then what happened? I end up deleting all the things. Then it was end of December. And I was like, well, for 2025, I'm coming up with a vision board. I have this great idea. My idea was 2025 was going to be the year that I do a bunch of shit. All these things that I never did. Like I talked about last time, the fucking dance class, or like traveling here, or trying this, maybe learn to cook. All these things I've always wanted to do. My goal for 2025 was to do them. I was going to have a vision board, and it was going to be a signature series that I did. I would have it on YouTube, and I would try a new hobby every week. That was my goal. That was what I was going to do. I bought stuff to make a vision board. I bought a planner. I had all this stuff. I never even fucking made the board. I never even made it. Like, the idea of it happened. I was like, okay, I need these things to do it. And I never did it. And now it is April. No vision board was ever made. I actually returned the vision board because I knew I wasn't going to make it. And I have yet to do anything new this year from my hobby thing that I said as my New Year's resolution. I haven't done a signature series. I haven't done shit. Like, I haven't done shit because that was something that I was just planning on doing and I never started. Versus, let's talk about inaction. Inaction, right? Okay. This podcast with you guys was an inaction item. I didn't plan this. I didn't. I've had it in my mind for a long time of like, I just want to talk to people about health and wellness. But there is like, it was like, fucking pull the Band-Aid, bro. Just fucking pull the trigger. And that's what I did. I just said, fuck it. I'm pulling the trigger. Like, what's the worst that can happen, right? So this to me was an inaction item. I just sat down and started it. And now I feel like a sense of responsibility in the sense of like, this is what I do every day. Because now we've been at it. I think today's like day 16 or something like that. We've been at it for a hot minute. So like now the ball is rolling. So if I sat down now and planned what I would talk about, then it would translate because I'm already in action. I'm already fucking doing it, right? Versus if I would have sat down and planned this podcast and been like, okay, I'm doing this every day. So I need to have at least like 20 ideas to start off the first 20 days. I would have never fucking done it. I would have never done it. So, yeah, this whole idea between like inaction versus in motion or in motion versus in action, like so many of us are stuck in motion. We're stuck in motion. I'm stuck in motion all the time fucking too. Like I am. I think I'm accomplishing shit. I'm not. Okay. So this is your gentle reminder. This is my gentle reminder again on all these things we're fucking planning. Shut up and just do it. Like, don't do it perfectly. Do it like trash. Do it like shit over and over and over again until it gets better, because it will get better, but it's not going to get better. It was the example he uses, some professor in a college class said, listen to me, I'm splitting half the class, group A, group B, photography, right? He said, I want half of you to take as many pictures as you can. I submit everything you take, and I will pick the 5 best pictures for your grading assignment at the end of the quarter. And he said, but group B, all you do is just submit one picture, your grades off that one picture. They noticed that group B had horrible pictures. Like they were spending their whole time perfecting, quote unquote, that picture to get that perfect picture, that they never actually tried new things. They weren't actually doing anything. They were planning what the perfect picture would be. And it was trash versus the people that are just over and over and over taking quote unquote trash pictures ended up learning lighting looks better when I do this. This looks better when I do that. They did it wrong so many times that they got it right. They got it right versus the people that planned it in their head didn't work. Another example, that was the example of the book. My example recently with my daughter is she's in dance. She loves dance. I'm like, hey, have you been practicing for your recital? And she's like, yeah, I've been practicing. I was like, okay, how's that going? She was like, well, I'm practicing in my head. And I was like, honey, like, I get it. Because as a dancing, you have to think through the steps. But I'm like, you have to practice it so many times until it becomes muscle memory. And she's like, well, I don't remember all the steps. And I'm like, that's okay. Practice it wrong. So you remember steps 2 and 4 and then 7 and 9. Okay. Practice all those so much with like spots in between, aka learning it wrong. So that way, when you go to your next class, you already know you have those 5 steps so down pat that you can learn the next 5 better. Like do it wrong until you do it right. And so I need that advice all the time. So I'm going to listen to this back. But I feel like some other people need it as well. So look at today. Today's a new day. How are you going to be in action today, not just in motion? Damn, we're fired up. Hell yeah. Happy day 17. I don't know what day we are on. But I hope you all have the best day. Love you all. I will see you tomorrow.